the chat box, you need to make sure that you type in your full name, your school name, and location if you are from a school that has multiple locations into the chat box. That's the only way I can track your attendance when I log out. So please make sure that you're typing that information into the chat box. Also, please make sure that you keep your microphones muted. With the larger number of participants logging in, it tends to create a lot of feedback noise. I'm doing my best to manually mute everybody, but if you could please just make sure that you keep your microphones muted. And again, if you have not done so already, please make sure that you are typing in your full name, your school name and location into the chat box so that we can track your attendance and send it over to your schools. If you're an educator, just type ED after your name so that we know that you're an educator and that we don't add you to the student roster. And without further ado, let's get started. So today's webinar is going to focus on the products that come in the Only Yours Student Aesthetics Kit and Cosmetology Kit. And then after we go through the products, I'll flip my camera on and we'll do a mock facial. We'll do one of the protocols on a mannequin for facial purposes. So again, please make sure that you keep your microphones muted to minimize feedback, and then if you have not done so already, please make sure you type in your name into the chat box with your school name. So welcome to Only Yours. So the DermaPrint system is a great way to simplify the way to do a skin analysis. You're going to follow the steps on the first sheet, and then you'll look for your solution on the second sheet, depending on what type of DermaPrint form you are using. We have the original DermaPrint from Only Yours. We have a modified DermaPrint for aesthetic students. We have a DermaPrint form that has custom blending charts on the back side. And then we have a super simplified DermaPrint form for cosmetology students. So we're going to get a little sneak peek of what those are in the next couple of slides. But if you've sat in on our DermaPrint 1 and 2 webinars, you already know what those are. So a great way to determine your client's skin type is to find out the oil production. So a great question to ask is, if you cleanse your face at 7 a.m., what time of day do you see evidence of oil? And this is going to kind of help gauge you to understand what skin type your client has. So here's an example of the aesthetics DermaPrint form. The top section, section 1, is going to arm you with the 3 questions that you should ask your client to determine the skin type. You want to find out the follicle size. You want to find out the oil production time. And then you also want to figure out your oil zone. And then once you've answered all 3 of those questions and highlighted the appropriate boxes, this is going to tell you what skin type your client is. Once you've done that, you move down to number 2, and number 2, or section 2, is going to go over all of the skin conditions in order of priority. I'm not going to go through all of these. We go through this in detail when we do our DermaPrint webinars, but to give you an idea of how this works is you're going to go through each of these categories. The first one is sensitized skin. The next is compromised barrier, dehydration, and so on down the line. There's a little face off to the right on the sheet that's been numbered. So you're going to go through each of these skin conditions, and if they have any, you're going to highlight them and then highlight where you're seeing these skin conditions on the face. So you're basically mapping all of your skin conditions. Then you would move down to section 3, and you're going to highlight all of your findings that you found above, below. And this is going to tell you what skin condition group your client is in and your best action as to, do you just perform a one-time service, or are you going to recommend a regimen and a series of treatments for your client to then correct their skin condition? And the DermaPrint form will tell you exactly what protocols to use and when they should come in to receive them. So make sure, if you have not signed up for any of the DermaPrint 1 and 2 classes, that we go in detail on how to use the DermaPrint form. And then for aesthetic students, your kit comes with 5 protocols. So the products that come in this aesthetic student kit is capable of performing 5 of these aesthetics protocols. For cosmetology students, we super simplified the dermaprint form. You still need to figure out your client's skin type. You'll ask those same 3 questions. You need to figure out the follicle size, the time oil surfaces, and your oil zone width. And then we simplified the skin conditions to just 4. Acne 1, acne 2, sensitive, or exfo gel, alpha hydroxy acid, which would be your maturing clients. And then on the back side of your dermaprint form tells you what treatment you would follow. And if your client had, number 5, oily skin, your goal is to control that oil. The products that you would use would be the products that come in the skincare type number 5 oily skin home care package. So it gives you all the products you need for oily skin, and then it'll tell you exactly what protocol that you would follow. And then your kit has 3 protocols that you can perform out of your kit that go along with the products that come in your kit. So we've simplified the products and the protocols so that you're using just the products out of your kit to perform these services. So your cosmetology kit. This kit includes eye makeup remover, gentle herbal scrub, ultra soothing cleanser, purifying gel cleanser, ultra soothing toner, raspberry toner, Babasu Gelée, which is a massage gel, the moisture infusion mask, ultra soothing repair mask, pore refining mask. You'll receive an oil-free barrier repair moisturizer, soothing barrier repair moisturizer, and an SPF 30 oil-free. It's also going to come with stir sticks, a scoop, a fan brush, all in an embroidery case. And your kit can not only do those 3 services or 3 protocols, but you can do 20 of them. So between the 3, you can do 20 full services. The aesthetics kit. So the aesthetics kit's going to come with everything that the cosmetology student kit comes with, and then some. So you're going to get the same cleansers, but you're also going to get the enzymatic exfoliants. You're going to receive accelerators, and accelerators are what we use to custom blend home care products as well as customize in-salon treatments. I believe you guys also get an extra cleanser, extra toner, and an extra mask. And then your kit can do 35 treatments. Not only can you do the 5 protocols that come with the aesthetics kits, but your kits can also do the 3 that come in the aesthetics kit or cosmetology kit as well. So products that come in your kit. And my PowerPoint is frozen. I apologize. Is everything just frozen? Hey, Emily, if you're logged in, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I know I didn't lose people. Well, I'm losing some people. I keep hearing people bouncing off.
It said 17 people for a while.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why it keeps freezing. I'm telling you, something's wrong with my computer. All right, sorry about that, guys.
It's well on here, so I think it might just be.
It's probably my end. I'm not.
Yeah.
This morning has been a technological disaster. I've had to reboot a couple of times, so I'm hoping that I can get through this without rebooting. Okay, so sorry about that, everyone. First item in your kit is your eye makeup remover. So this is great for all skin types. It is a water-based makeup remover. It's oil-free. It's devoid of any irritating ingredients. It's mild plant-based ingredients. It's going to quickly dissolve all traces of makeup. It's not going to leave a film or oily residue on the skin. It contains botanicals to soothe the eye area, and it's gentle enough for sensitive eyes and contact lens wearers. This will also remove water-resistant and waterproof makeup. If you're using it on waterproof or water-resistant mascara, for example, you do want to let it sit on the lashes for a little bit so that it can break it down and then wipe it clean. So it does have to sit just a little bit to get through the water-resistant and waterproof. Next is the Gentle Herbal Scrub. This is for dry skin. This is a creamy cleansing grain with natural almond meal, oat flour, molasses. It has smooth spherical exfoliating beads, So it's multi-exfoliating action. It's gently going to exfoliate dead skin cells, leaving the skin smooth, clear, and radiant. Next is the Ultra Soothing Cleanser. This is for all skin types, including sensitive skin. This is a luxurious cream gel cleanser. It has a gentle foaming action and it is water rinsable. It's going to remove all traces of makeup, impurities without drying, irritating, or stripping the vital lipids. It leaves the skin feeling calm, soft, and supple. The Purifying Gel Cleanser, this is for skin type 4, normal to oily skin. This is a foaming gel cleanser, also water rinsable. Plant-based cleansing agent removes all makeup and impurities without stripping. Some benefits, it's an antiseptic botanical and has fruit acids to assist in removing dead cells and excess oil. It's going to leave the skin clear and refreshed. Next is your Ultra Soothing Toner. Again, this is for all skin types, including sensitive skin. It's going to soothe and refresh the skin as with a spray. It's going to balance the skin and prepare it for the next step. It helps to reduce redness, irritation, and sensitivities. It's infused with calming, healing botanicals such as green tea, aloe, and allanton. The Raspberry Purifying Toner. This is for normal to oily skin. It's an antiseptic oil control spray toner. It controls oil and removes dead skin cells, prepares the skin for the next step. Some benefits, it's got fruit acids and oil control botanicals to work to keep the skin clear and blemish free. It also minimizes pores and refines the skin. Next is the Babasui Gelée. This is your massage vehicle. This is good for all skin types. It's got an angious gel formula. It offers continuous slip. It does warm on contact. It smooths and softens the skin, repairs the moisture barrier, assists in penetration of accelerators and additives. It does have a subtle pineapple scent. Next is the Moisture Infusion Mask. This is for dry skin. This is a cream gel texture. It infuses the skin with moisture and nourishment. It's going to revitalize the complexion, soothe sensitivities, and leaves the skin moist and refreshed. The Ultra Soothing Repair Mask. This is for all skin types as well as sensitive skin. This is going to provide a soothing, cooling cream gel mask. It's going to desensitize, hydrate, and repair the barrier. Ceramides restore the moisture barrier. Botanicals quickly calm and accelerate healing. This is going to leave the skin hydrated, supple, and calm. The Pore Refining Mask, this is for normal combination skin, so skin type 3. This is a creamy clay mask with shea butter and lavender oil. Balances the skin with hydration and oil control. Natural clay purges impurities and reduces oil. It's antibacterial, so it heals mild breakouts. And some other benefits, it refines the skin texture and minimizes pores and leaves the skin silky, soft, smooth, and refined. The Oil-Free Barrier Repair Moisturizer. This is for oily, acne, and sensitive skin. It's a lightweight, oil-free repairing lotion. It desensitizes, hydrates, and repairs the barrier. Ceramides restore the moisture barrier. Botanicals quickly calm and accelerate healing. And it's safe for oily and acneic skin conditions. Soothing Barrier Repair Moisturizer. For normal to dry, sensitive skin, it is silky. It's a silky repairing cream. It desensitizes, hydrates, and restores the barrier. It contains the same lipid matrix as skin, so it quickly repairs and restores the moisture barrier. It has immediate calming and leaves the skin soft and supple. And then our sun protection, which is a broad spectrum UVA and UVB SPF 30. We have it both in regular and in oil-free. So the moisturizing sunscreen, which is the regulars for normal to dry skin, It's nourishing and has a silky finish. The oil-free is for normal to oily skin with an oil-free matte finish. Both contain microfine zinc oxide, pine bark, grapeseed, green tea, rosehip, licorice, passion flower, bisabolol, and vitamin E. These are moisturizing sunscreens, so if your client is not comfortable putting on a moisturizer and a sunscreen during their daytime regimen, they can opt to not put the moisturizer on and just put the sunscreen on for during the day, because it is a moisturizing sunscreen. It's not like banana boat where you're just putting regular sunscreen on. So the protocols. So here's an example of the cosmetology protocol. This one is for sensitive skin. The way our protocols are designed, the top half is going to tell you exactly what the treatment is intended for, and your main techniques. The second section is the products used in the treatment. So it's going to tell you exactly what products that you're going to be using for this treatment or this protocol. And then on the bottom section, it's going to list your steps on how to perform your service. It's going to tell you the steps within the steps. It's going to tell you how much product you should use. It's going to tell you how to apply it, how to remove it, and how long that step should take so that you're staying on track and completing your service within the allotted time. So for skin type 1, and this is again for the cosmetology students, so it's telling you that for skin type 1, which is dry skin, your oil typically surfaces in the evening, if at all. Your oil zone is the nose area. Your follicle size is very small or not visible. And then just other characteristics is the skin is thin and transparent. So common problems with dry skin. We've got small blackheads in the nasal area. Milia is common for this skin type. The skin has a tendency towards dehydration, and they typically will have fine lines and wrinkles. Our goal is to rehydrate the tissue. So we want to dissolve the small blackheads and emulsify our milia. We want to combat that dehydration, and we want to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Next is for the protocol for dry to normal skin. So again, it's going to tell you what this treatment is indicated for, what products you need to use, and your step-by-steps. And some of our characteristics for normal to dry skin, which is skin type 2. Your oil surfaces between 3 and 6 p.m. Your oil zone is the nose to the inside corner of the eye. Your follicle size is small. Common problems, small blackheads in the nasal area. Milia is common in this skin type. Again, tends to be towards deep dehydration and has fine lines and wrinkles. We want to rehydrate the tissue, dissolve those blackheads and milia, combat the deep dehydration, and reduce those fine lines and wrinkles. And for normal oily combination skin, you would follow the protocol. And here are your indications for normal to combination. Oil surfaces between noon and 3. Your oil zone is the nose to the inside edge of your iris, and your follicle size is medium. Common problems is recessive blackheads in the oil zone, and skin is oilier in the summer than it is in the winter. So our goal is to balance the dehydration and control the oil. So we want to discourage the formation of those recessive blackheads and balance the oil production year-round. Skin type 4, normal to oily. Oil surfaces between 9 and noon. Your oil zone is the nose to the outside edge of the iris, and your follicle size is large. Common problems are recessive blackheads and milia, and they are prone to breakout. So our goal is to normalize the oil secretion to prevent excessive oiliness, discourage formation of those blackheads, and control the breakouts. Skin type 5, oily skin. The oil surfaces almost immediately upon washing, so between 6 and 9 a.m. The oil zone covers the entire face. Follicle size is large and visible, almost described as looking like an orange peel. Common problems for oily skin, blackheads and whiteheads are common. They are prone to breakout and the skin looks greasy. Our goal is to control the oil production. We want to discourage formation of blackheads and whiteheads. We want to control the breakout, and we want to eliminate the greasy feeling. Aesthetics kits. You will receive enzymatic exfoliants. So we have 2 of them. The first one is the 2x enzymatic exfoliant. This is going to dissolve and digest dead skin cells. This is for all skin types. It's a medium strength enzymatic exfoliant. It's going to help ease extractions, minimize pores, refine the texture. It's going to lift surface pigmentation, enhance product penetration, and reveal smoother, brighter skin. And we use the papaya mint activator to mix with our 2x enzymatic exfoliant. So this one is mild. This one is safe enough to be used around the lips and around the eyes. The next one is the fruit enzyme powder. So this is for thick skin, oily skin, or acneic skin. This is maximum strength exfoliant. It's going to help ease extractions, minimize pores and refine the texture, lift surface pigmentation, enhance product penetration, and reveal smoother, brighter skin. And we use the alpha hydroxy acid enzyme booster to mix with this powder. Since this is our maximum strength, this one is not to be applied around the lips or around the eyes. So you want to avoid those sensitive areas. So the activators that come in your kit, we have the papaya mint activator. This again is mixed with the 2x enzymatic exfoliant, which is the medium strength one. And again, it's going to boost the action of the powder. It's an antiseptic and softens the skin. And then the AHA enzyme booster is what we mix with the fruit enzyme powder, which is our maximum strength. So this is a 10% glycolic acid, and it has a pH of 2.5, which makes it stronger than the 2x enzymatic. It dissolves the bonds that hold the cells together. This is great as a pre-extraction or pre-peel. It eases extractions, enhances product penetration, reveals a smoother, brighter complexion. We use this product in our deep pore cleansing treatment and our cellular sweep alpha hydroxy acid treatment, which both of these are part of our chemical peels. And then the Cocoa Verity Regenerating Mask. This is my favorite mask. This is the mask that if you run out of any other mask and you don't know what to use, this is your go-to mask. This is great for all skin types. It is ultra soothing and repairing. It restores the skin's lipid barrier. It's moisturizing and nourishing. It's great for sensitive skin, dry skin, dehydrated skin, post-peel, post-microdermabrasion. And it has a nice cocoa smell, so it does smell like chocolate. Again, we use this mask after we do our chemical peels. It really is an amazing mask. So when in doubt, if you run out of one of your masks, this is what you would use instead. Accelerators. So the aesthetics kit, you're going to receive accelerators. They are to target, correct, and control skin conditions. We use our accelerators to customize treatments, but we also use it to customize home care products. So they're used in the Only Yours corrective facial treatments in home care. They're designed to target the 12 different tissue targeted complexes. Each contain a cocktail of the latest and greatest botanicals and technological ingredients available. Each address a specific skin's conditions need to correct, repair, and control. All ingredients were chosen for their superior efficacy, clinical study, and outstanding performance. They are pure, concentrated laboratory strength for maximum results. We use them in the treatments, pre-massage, pre-mask. You can also use them with your aesthetics equipment, and you can use them to custom blend home care products to boost those actives up to 50%. We also use them to make serums if you wanted to custom blend the serum for your client. They just truly are amazing. They can be applied directly to the skin or, again, mixed in with products. So the first one is the Ultra Soothing Relief. This is for sensitized skin conditions such as burns, whether they're temporary or chronic sensitivities. So again, it's for inflammation, redness, swelling, pain, stinging, burning, itching, and flaking. It is going to diminish the inflammation, redness, and pain. It soothes, calms, and accelerates healing. It's also very hydrating, and it's an antioxidant. Number Number 2 is the rapid tissue repair. This is for compromised barriers, so abrasions, scrapes, cracked skin, fissures, post-peel or post-microdermabrasion. It has extraordinary repairing and regenerating properties, stimulates cell respiration and metabolism, and enhances the skin's immune system. Number 3, instant moisture infusion. This is indicated for dehydration, irritation, recessive comedones, fine lines, and wrinkles. This is going to help bind the moisture to the skin, increasing moisture. It diminishes dehydration and transepidermal water loss, increases elasticity, and minimizes wrinkles. Number 4 is the Vital Lipid Repair. This is for excessive dryness, so very dry skin, damaged stratum corneum, aging skin, sensitized skin, post-peel, and post-microdermabrasion. It is rich in essential fatty acid, repairs and replenishes the moisture barrier, relieves irritation, dryness, and cracking. Number 5, acne clearing agent. This is for acne lesions, for papules, pustules, nodules, and cysts. Results, it's antibacterial. It's going to kill P. acne bacteria. It diminishes inflammation and controls oil. It has slight exfoliating to help unplug the follicle, and it also accelerates healing of acne. Number 9, firming anti-wrinkle activator for maturing skin, so aging skin, photo-age skin, elasticity loss, fine lines, and wrinkles. This has the latest anti-aging peptides to promote more youthful skin. New peptides stimulate fibroblasts and glycosaminoglycans and promotes collagen synthesis, increases tone and elasticity and softens wrinkles, stimulates ATP, cell respiration and metabolism, and prevents inflammation cascade and fights free radicals. Number 12 is the cellular oxygen renewal. This is for asphyxiated skin, so dull, lifeless, shallow, or grayish skin. This stimulates ATP, which activates cellular respiration, nutrition, and detoxification, stimulates keratinocytes and cell proliferation, stimulates circulation, fights free radicals, and oxidative stress. So the Only Yours skincare line is versatile. It's for all skin types. It has a wide variety of professional and bath bar products as well as retail products. Training comes with the protocols for each treatment. These products are sold only by licensed facilities, so your guests or clients can only come to you to get them. They're not going to be able to find these anywhere else. And then the DermaPrint system, this is what's going to help reinforce your skin analysis so that you can accurately give your clients the best solution for their skin condition. So our mantra is follow the system because it works. So for more information on Only Yours, you would have your teachers and or school contact their account executive at your new school. And then for future webinars, you would have your teachers or school contact myself. So I'm going to turn my camera on and we're going to do a mock treatment. I'm just going to grab one of the protocols from the aesthetics kit and we're going to use the products right out of the aesthetics kit to perform our service. So while I'm turning my camera on, if you have not done so already, please make sure that you've typed in your full name and school name into the chat box so that we can track attendance. And then I'm going to reposition her because she's kind of too high up. There we go. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put my gloves on. We are going to do, what am I going to do? Let's do the tissue renewal. That's what I'm going to grab. So I'm working directly out of the student kit. Let me show you what the kit actually, or what your products come in. Let me close the bag so it doesn't fall everywhere. So all of your products are going to come in a canvas bag that zips closed. And then they're all Your accelerators are going to come in the squeeze bottles as opposed to the professional size or back bar size, which is pumps, and then your cleansers and toners will come in the 2-ounce size. Let's bring our model back. And then you're also going to receive your scoop. These, if you're an aesthetic student, you'll get the scoop that comes with, so that you can scoop out your enzymatic exfoliants. You'll receive your fan brush and then your mixing sticks. Now, I like to use glass little cups, or if you have like the stainless steel cups, those are fine too, so that you can just wash and reuse. If not, you can always mix in reusable cups. So it's up to you. You will make sure that your client is draped. Make sure you have a towel or a headband over to protect their hair, and drape them. Anytime I begin a service, when I'm performing a facial service, I like to either gently tap the temple so that they know that I'm about to begin, or I'll use the backs of my hand and tap their shoulder just so that they know that I'm going to start, so they're not startled, because they're going to be laying with their eyes closed. And if your clients or anything like me, the moment I'm wrapped in a cocoon in a facial bed, I'm out cold. So I have no idea what's going on around me. All right, so the first thing we want to do, since we're going to do the tissue renewal, so this treatment is indicated for fine lines and wrinkles, rough textured skin, follicular congestion, dull, lifeless, asphyxiated skin. So we are going to do an enzymatic exfoliant. So I need the fruit enzyme, which again is our strongest one. We're going to, what else am I going to need? Ultra soothing cleanser, ultra soothing toner, makeup remover. If you're not going to do the enzymatic exfoliant, if your client is sensitive, then you would just do the gentle herbal scrub. But we are going to do the enzyme because she's not sensitive. So we're going to take our eye makeup remover, on a cotton pad. I'm going to tap my client's temple so they know that I'm about to begin. So at this point, we've already done our skin analysis. So we've determined our skin type, we've determined and mapped out all of our skin conditions. So now we're ready to begin. So we're going to use the eye makeup remover and remove the lip and eye makeup. You're going to use about 1 millimeter on a cotton pad. So you'll just saturate a cotton pad, remove their lip if they're wearing any. If they're wearing water resistant or waterproof, you're just going to let it sit on their eye a little bit. Gently remove the mascara. Now, if they're wearing a lot of foundation, I may just take the cotton pad just with whatever's left on there just to get any excess makeup off before I give them a cleanse. But now after removing the makeup, we're now ready to use our cleanser. So I'm going to grab my Ultra Soothing Cleanser, and you would use about 4 milliliters, so probably like a good 4 or 5 pumps. I'm not going to use that much. I'm just going to do 1 pump for my mannequin. I like to put cleanser on the tops and the backs of my hand. Again, I'm going to touch my client to let them know I'm coming. And I do that because I want to first get the product onto my client's skin, which is why I do tops of my hands as well, so that no matter where I'm touching them, I'm removing and getting product. So circular motions. And then using cotton pads, you will remove. So you'll need a bowl of warm water. Let them know you're coming. toner. So we're going to use the Ultra Soothing Toner, and you're going to do about 5 sprays. I'm doing 1 or 2. And then tissue blot. And now we're going to mix up our enzyme. So I'm going to grab my fruit enzyme. I'm going to move her out of the way really quick so that you guys can see how I'm going to mix. I'm not going to do the full amount, and that is purely because, again, it's the mannequin. But you would do 1 level scoop, which is about 1 teaspoon. So 5 milliliters of your powder, which is 1 level scoop. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do probably, I don't know, half, quarter maybe. And then if you were doing your full scoop, you would do 12 milliliters of your enzyme booster. So let's see, what did I do? This is, I used this so that I can just see what I'm measuring. This is 2.5, this is 2.5 milliliters. So I'm going to fill this to the 7.5. And then using your stir stick, you're going to mix until it's in a nice creamy consistency. And that is too liquidy, so I added too much liquid. I do need to add a little more powder, because that's too liquidy. You want it to be creamy, like maybe a little thinner than a yogurt, I guess would be a good description. There you go. You still want to be able to scoop it and it not drip off, but you don't want it to be thick like a paste. So this is nice and creamy. It's liquidy, but not dripping. So I can still pick some up and it doesn't drip right off of my end of my mixer. All right, so we'll grab our fan brush. Let's bring our client back. So again, this is the strongest one. This is the fruit enzyme. So we're going to avoid the tissue around the eye. So you can do your cheeks. Avoid the lip. Neck and décolleté. Don't forget to do the décolleté. She doesn't have one, so we're not going to do it. All right, so now we're going to cover with 2 warm towels. Well, I'm going to use 1. You would put a towel around the face and then a towel over their décolleté. And you want to use a warm towel. So grab a warm towel. Don't suffocate. Leave the mouth and nose open so they can breathe. And then this will sit with steam for 5 to 7 minutes. For sensitive skin, you would do 2 to 4 minutes. If they have really sensitive skin, don't do the enzyme and just do, I didn't grab it, the gentle herbal scrub. And you would use the scrub and then cover the scrub with a warm towel for 3 to 5 minutes and then remove using circular motions and your warm towel. So we're going to say it's been 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to turn our steam off. I'm going to use the towel to remove my enzyme. Make sure you remove it off of the neck, underneath the chin. You don't need to put your hand on your client's forehead. I need to because she doesn't sit still. And then you can use cotton pads to remove any excess if you feel that you need to. And then spritz with your ultra soothing toner again. Tissue blot. Now, if you need to do extractions, you would do that at this time. If you are going to do extractions, which again, it's optional. If they don't need it, you're not going to do it. With extractions, you would apply your pre-extraction blend, apply it to the areas that need to be extracted, perform your extractions with steam. After your extractions, you would apply your number 5 acne clearing agent Accelerator, which would come in a little bottle looking like this. You would apply it using cotton pads. You would apply exactly to the spots that you did the extractions, and then follow with high frequency for about 1 to 3 minutes. But if you're not doing extractions, you're now ready for the massage step. So we're going to move on to the massage step. We're going to grab our Babasoy Gelée, and then we're also going to apply Accelerator. So we're going to use the number 2 Rapid Tissue Repair Accelerator and the number 12 Oxygen Renewal. So I'm going to grab my number 2 and my number 12. If you're using back bar, you would do 2 pumps of each. If you are using the accelerators out of your kit, which come in these little squeeze bottles, you're going to do about 20 to 30 drops of each of these, which is about equivalent to 2 pumps. And again, I'm not using that much for my mannequin. Now you can either apply them separately. I'm just going to do 6 drops of each for the mannequin. And then I just squeeze it right into the palm of my hand. And I mix the 2 together. Now it says to do a light massage. I don't do light massaging when I'm applying my accelerators. I will just gently, after I let my client know that I'm about to touch them, I just gently press the accelerators into their skin. I just apply, pat, and press. I mean, you could do a light massage to blend it into the skin, but again, very light. You don't want to put too much pressure. Now we're going to use our massage vehicle. So I'm going to grab a dollop of your, and so I would say about, I don't know, 10 milliliters. You want a good dollop. And then I'm also going to add the number 4 Vital Lipid Repair. We're going to do about 2 pumps. So this would be about 30 drops. I do the tops of my hands and the bottom. You're going to touch your client, let them know that you're about to begin. First, get your massage vehicle onto their skin, neck, décolleté, shoulders. I go around the shoulders, up the back. I do circular motions up the back of their neck, and I stop right at the base of their skull. And then I come back around. And once I get all of the product on, then I'll start my massage. You will follow whatever your school's massage steps are. I personally start at the forehead and I work my way down. Just make sure that your massage steps include all of your massage techniques. So you want to include effleurage, petrissage, tapotement, friction. Just make sure that you are including all of your steps, and then just keep a rhythm. I like to do 2 to 3 passes of the same. If you like odd numbers, do odd numbers. If you like even numbers, do even numbers. So just make sure that you are doing the same massaging steps. Keep it in a rhythm. I like to pinch. When I do around the eyes, I go around the eyes, circular motions up. I do a little pull or a pinch right on the inside corner of the eye, and then I pinch the eyebrows. This helps to relieve sinus pressure. It feels amazing if you're somebody who has sinus issues, allergies. It just helps relieve. So you'll just continue your massage until you have completed. The massage step should be about 10 minutes. And then after you are done massaging, you will grab cotton pads. Oh, no, I take that back. So depending on your service, I'm going to take a tissue and wipe this off. Depending on your protocol, some protocols say massage the baba sui gelée into the skin. Others say to remove it. So since this one is for extremely dry skin, we are not going to remove it. We want to massage this into the skin. If you're doing a chemical peel, you would remove this. But since we're not doing a chemical peel, we're not removing. So, but I am just wiping this off because this does not absorb into the mannequin. So I'm just trying to get as much of this off before we move on to the next step. All right, so the next step is the mask. So you've massaged all of your baba sui gelée and your accelerators into their skin. We're now going to apply the mask. So for this one, we are going to apply our Cocoa Bariti mask. But before I put my mask on, I'm going to apply some more accelerators to their skin or her skin. So we are going to, so since she's got excessive dryness, we are going to put the number 9 firming anti-wrinkle accelerator, because again, dehydration leads to fine lines and wrinkles. So we want to minimize those. So we're going to put our accelerator for wrinkles. Again, we're going to gently pat that into the skin, really focus on the areas that have fine lines and wrinkles. And now we will apply our mask. And I'm just going to use a small amount. You would use about 10 milliliters, which is about, I don't know, a quarter of this souffle cup. But we're just going to put a small amount. I'm going to grab my fan brush or another fan brush. Let my client know that I'm about ready to apply a mask. It's going to be chilly. And don't forget about the neck and décolleté. We're going to cover with another warm towel. If they have sensitive skin, you will cover with a cool towel. And this is going to sit for 15 minutes. So while this is sitting for the 15 minutes, this is the great opportunity to clean up your station, clean up your, clean up your bowl of water, put some accelerators away if you're using back bar products, dispose of any of your trash since they have to sit for 15 minutes. This is also a great opportunity to give your client a hand treatment while the mask is on. So if you don't have a lot of cleanup that you need to do, if you have a station that has all the products right there at your station and you don't have to return anything to a dispensary, this is a great opportunity. Offer your client a hand massage, especially on a product that they could then purchase if they enjoy that. So we're going to say the 15 minutes is up. We're going to remove our mask. it out of the nasolabial fold. Underneath their jaw and their chin and their neck. Remove the décolleté. If you need to, use warm cotton pads to remove any excess mask. Spritz with your Ultra Soothing Toner. Tissue blot. And now we're on to our Protect. So the Protect is to apply some more of your Accelerator. So we're going to apply the number 3 Instant Moisture to really make sure that we're putting the moisture right back in. We're also going to apply our moisturizer, which is the Soothing Barrier Repair Moisturizer. So Accelerator, about 2 pumps or 30 drops. Soothing Barrier Repair Moisturizer. You want to use about 1 milliliter. I'm not using that much for a mannequin. If your client is coming in during the day, definitely apply your sunscreen. If it's an evening appointment, you don't need to apply sunscreen. But we're going to say, since it is afternoon or morning, depending on where you're at, we're going to apply our sunscreen. Again, I'm not using the recommended amount. The recommended amount is 2 milliliters. Really protect the nose. Sensitive areas where we tend to get the most sun. Décolleté, neck. And when you are done, undrape your client, offer them a glass of water. Anytime you do a massage or any type of massaging, you do release toxins into the system, so you do want them to be able to flush that out. So make sure that you're offering them a glass of water. Tell them to stay hydrated throughout the day so that they're hydrating and keeping their skin, especially if they're dehydrated and they have dehydrated skin. They should be drinking more water. And then you'll bring them up to your front, retail your home care products, and then hopefully get them to schedule their next appointment with you. Now, some other things that you can do in replace of the Cocoa Bariti mask. If you have any of our sheet masks, you, instead of using the Cocoa Bariti, you could use the collagen sheet mask or our hyaluronic acid sheet mask. Those are just like they're like a thin foam kind of material. And you cut out the nose and eye and mouth area using a cotton pad. You would form the sheet mask to their face and then let that sit as opposed to the Cocoa Bariti, which is another great option if you wanted to do that instead. So there you have it. Any questions on the student kit, on the products that come in the kit? And then if you have not done so already, please make sure that you have typed in your full name, your school name into the chat box, along with location if you are from a school that has multiple locations, so that we can track your attendance. Let me open the chat box really quick. Make sure. On yourself, how many treatments can you do? Like personally, like on just in general, like if your client wanted to come in like 3 or 4 days and get another treatment, or do you mean how many can your kit do? Well, it depends on the treatment. If it's a chemical peel, you definitely don't want to be doing a chemical peel every 3 days. But if you're doing a regimen, you're going to, depending on what you are trying to achieve. So let me find my protocol sheets so I can kind of give you an example, and that should hopefully answer your question. Let me go find some protocols. Please hold. dig out some protocols. Okay, so here is the deep tissue cleansing protocol. Let me move my mannequin head really quickly. So it really depends on the client. There is no real answer to how often can you get a treatment. It all depends on the treatment and on the skin that it's being applied to. So for this example, which is from the Aesthetics Kit, this is your deep tissue cleansing protocol. If you are doing a series of treatments to give your client the maximum benefit in the shortest amount of time to correct their skin condition, you will follow your protocol. So after doing your dermaprint, at the very bottom of the dermaprint, it's going to tell you what protocols to follow. So let's just say we want to do the tissue balancing protocol. This series of treatments is telling me that I have to do let's do the one that pertains to this one. So here's the tissue cleansing. So my client came in and received their first deep tissue cleansing treatment to correct their deep dehydration. I'm going to tell that client for maximum benefits, they have to come back in 3 days to get another deep tissue cleansing treatment. After those 3 days, they got to come back in another 3 days and they will receive the deep pore cleansing treatment. 3 days after that, they will come back and they will receive the tissue healing treatment. A week after that, so now they have to wait 7 days. After 7 days, they're going to come back and get the deep tissue cleanse again. 7 days after that, they will get the deep pore cleanse, and now they can come back monthly. So this will tell you what protocols you need to follow, how many days you need to wait in between each of those services to get maximum results to correct the skin condition that you're trying to correct. After you've done your series, then they come back every month, and they'll come back for a monthly treatment. Now, if you're doing micro-infusion or micro-needling, that's completely different. You can do a series of 6 once a week for 6 weeks, and then they don't come back for another 6 months before they can do another series. So it really depends on what you're doing, what you're trying to correct, and the skin type that you're correcting. So it's really personal on how often, but ballpark, they're typically coming in after they receive their series once a month for maintenance. Oh, thank you, Lauren. No, I love doing these webinars. I'm glad you guys are benefiting from them. I'm glad that we're able to help you guys get some education while you're doing your distance learning. So I'm grateful that you guys are logging in and getting education any way it's possible. Any other questions? All right, so if you have not done so already, please make sure that you typed in your full name and school name into the chat box for attendance so that we can get that over to your schools. So thank you again so much. I'm going to stay on for just a couple more minutes to give you guys time to type in any information or all your school information for attendance. And then I'll be logging off. So thank you guys again so much. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye-bye.